Now to the Israel-Hamas war. Secretary of State Blinken making his third visit to Israel since the war began in hopes of negotiating a humanitarian pause.
But Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu rejected that request. Meanwhile, the Pentagon confirmed it is conducting unarmed drone flights over Gaza in an effort to help locate the hostages held by Hamas. And the Department of Defense sent a memo today restricting officials from traveling to Israel. CBS 2's Dick Brennan here now with an update on the situation. Dick.
Well, Christine and Maurice, we can tell you 315 foreign nationals got out of Gaza yesterday through the border with Egypt. U.S. officials tell CBS News that includes at least 130 Americans, many of them children.
We saw the bombs from us and theirs.
Layla Beseso's family from Ohio had been trapped in Gaza.
I had nervous breakdowns a lot. I used to cry, but you know, when your hands are tied and you don't know what to do.
But now they've finally made it out through Egypt, and there is hope for the future.
Let's hope a new page has opened for us, a new life will start.
The family got out as the humanitarian situation in Gaza grows more desperate. Secretary of State Antony Blinken made his case to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu for a pause in the fighting so aid can be brought in.
There will be no partners for peace if they're consumed by humanitarian catastrophe and alienated by any perceived indifference to their plight.
But Netanyahu would not budge. He said, I made clear that we will continue full force and that Israel refuses any temporary ceasefire that does not include the release of our hostages. Israeli forces are tightening their grip on Gaza City. The military released new video of intense firefights and street battles between its soldiers and Hamas. Today, Israel admitted an airstrike hit a convoy of ambulances, which it says Hamas uses to transport terrorists and weapons. The strike killed dozens of people. The leader of Hezbollah says they're already battling Israeli forces in the northern border with Lebanon to stretch them thin in Gaza, but stopped short of declaring all-out war. A rocket attack on the border town of Kiryat Shimona set cars and buildings on fire. Members of Congress who want to travel to Israel won't get any support from the Department of Defense. The DOD issued a memo saying that it just can't afford the resources in the Middle East right now. It also restricts visits by defense and military leaders. The move is meant to discourage what they call so-called combat tourism. Christine.
Okay, Dick, thank you. And do stay with CBS 2 News as we bring you the latest on the war. You can find our complete coverage since it began at cbsnewyork.com.